Ottawa National Galleries. In the cafe, two women over 80, absorbed in the viewing of snapshots, which a third woman, a generation younger, shows them. Nadia, Sonia, Papa, Vincent. The girls. That is again, Vincent, Nadia, Sonia, Gabi. The face of the one old woman, amused in remembrance of those days, in Germany. She's talking the least, chin on her hand. My mother was also Hildegard, my father from the year 1889, just like Hitler. My great aunt shares that birthday 22 years younger. When the war rained terror on German civilians, my grandmother packed my mother and walked with her to relatives in the countryside. Her husband went missing in Russia in 1944. My mother has no memories of him, but pictures, in which my grandmother looks exceedingly free and happy. The same three portraits of my grandfather give no idea what he looked like. Old-fashioned names: Johann, Else, Kith. In Dresden and the Zingler, next to it, not a millimetre in between. The Zingler, that's the place. I have been to the Green Vault next door to the Zingler. The collections, the splendour of the history of this part of Germany. Some people still call it Middle Germany. Martin Luther lived and thought not too far away. What's the daughter's name? Anya. Take a look at those arms. Very, very pretty. Her upper body is so... Oh, that is the one from Halifax. And is that her mum? Here. This is where I was born. Today that's called the Polish Wehersdorf Glas. Glotzberger's Glas, of course. When we were there in 2007, everything felt grey. The 16-year-old had of course seduced the older man. The girl has, and always, might makes right. The photos in blue envelopes with red elastics. That is Melvin, right? Opern, that is, I believe, at the Oder. The Oder New line, Gorlitz. In Gorlitz, Zorgzalik, I know the Whisper Arch, and how you can see Poland on the other side of the river, behind St. Peter. On the last day of the war, Wehrmacht soldiers retreated and destroyed all 7 bridges over this river. Last time I was there must have been before Poland joined the EU in 2004. Too much hassle to cross the river. And I can imagine that your Aunt Margaret or Margot, this horrible guy who, the child, her. At 5 p.m. the museum closes. Outside, bells.